Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Tuesday. Today, we're going to be looking at the crypto market in general, some key indicators to see what made the markets move. Then, we're going to be looking at the fact that even though Bitcoin reached almost $70,000, the long-term veteran Bitcoin holders, so 2017 and before, they haven't sold any Bitcoin. They're just hodling. We're going to also be looking at Ricardo Salinas Pliego, a big Bitcoin bull. He's a Mexican billionaire, and how he's urging people to steer away from fiat and urging people to buy Bitcoin instead. Also, we're going to see how Terra's UST, its stablecoin, has surpassed the $10 billion market cap. We're going to be speaking a little bit about how charities are now more massively adopting the acceptance of donations in crypto. We're also going to be looking at a bit of negative news in the sense that North Korea hacked some exchanges and got some billions of dollars worth in crypto, and also a little bit about concerts in the Metaverse and how it can lead to a new wave of adoption. And then in the end, we're just going to be looking at an excerpt of the IRS and their tax reporting rules, and just something very interesting about it that I found to be quite funny. The markets today have gone down by almost 3%. Yesterday it was 2.4 trillion. Now the market cap is standing at 2.33 trillion. So it's a decrease of about $70 billion. Not so much, is it? Bitcoin fell below 50,000 after breaking it yesterday. Ethereum is down by almost 3.5%. Basically, the whole market is down. Yesterday, the prices went up for no apparent reason, so a correction was imminent. People were pulling Bitcoin back into the exchanges. We saw from yesterday's video an increased inflow of Bitcoin into exchanges, which usually means that there is some selling pressure on Bitcoin. Why would you take out your Bitcoin from your cold wallets or your hot wallets and put it into exchanges? To sell it or to trade for something else. But in this case, because there was an easy profit to be made, people sold. And when people sell, there's downward pressure on the price, and this is exactly what happened. Also, looking at the leverage ratio, it's an all-time highs. So even though the price went down, no leverage was flushed out. It makes me quite confident that it was just a correction. People thought that yesterday's pump wasn't really backed by anything. People were just pumping maybe because of Christmas, and others took advantage of it by liquidating their own positions and making some profits. We can see that nothing happened in terms of leverage. It just actually went a little bit higher to all-time highs. It will be interesting to see what happens when this leverage is flushed out again, because as we can see from trends, whenever the leverage goes out, it gets flushed out. It goes up, it gets flushed out, up, flushed out. It's just a trend that keeps on going. So the leverage is extremely high in the markets, and it's only a matter of time until it flushes out. By then, we'll see probably the price going down, because since the price of Bitcoin went lower than it was, it was 69,000, it fell all the way down to 43 at one point. I'm sure most of these positions that are leveraged are long. And when they get wrecked, when they get liquidated, it'll push the price even more down. That's my prediction. Anything can happen. This is the crypto market. And once again, this is not financial advice. It's just me stating my opinion based on trends. Looking at some news, veteran Bitcoin hodlers are still selling record low amounts of Bitcoin despite 70% gains in 2021. People who have been holding Bitcoin since pre-2020 or even pre-2017, they're holding onto their Bitcoin. Even though the market went up to 69,000, they didn't sell, they're just holding it. Can you imagine you buying Bitcoin at 25,000 and the price goes up to 69,000, 70,000? Wouldn't you be tempted to sell? I'm sure these traders were also tempted to sell, but they probably know something that we don't. They probably think that the Bitcoin price is still quite low and there's margin for it to go up, so they keep on hodling. So the coin days destroyed, which refers to how long each Bitcoin has been dormant each time it moves, has remained quite low. This means that the longer term holders, they keep on holding, and this trend is continuing despite the fact that Bitcoin is higher than what it was before. And even the run to nearly 70,000, as I said before, failed to break the trend significantly, and selling still appears to be coming from the newer market entrants. So people who bought when the market crashed to 32,000, those are the ones that are selling now. Those that bought before then, so when they bought it before 2020, they're holding it. It's the newer market entrants that are actually selling it, which is quite ironic because there is more potential for the older more veteran holders to make profits, and they're holding. They expect to make even more profits going forward. Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas Pliego urges people to buy Bitcoin. So Ricardo Salinas Pliego is the third richest person in Mexico. He owns Grupo Salinas, who owns TV Azteca. He owns media companies. He owns electric products manufacturing companies. He owns Mazatlan FC, which is a Mexican football club. And he owns Telecosmo, an internet service provider. He's worth $12.8 billion. As I said, he's the third richest person in Mexico. He said that he urges people to steer clear of fiat currencies, and he asks them to invest in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Although, disclaimer, he has been a long-term investor in Bitcoin. He's held Bitcoin since 2013. Not only does he describe himself as a businessman, but also a Bitcoin holder. His bank, Banco Azteca, will be the first lender in Mexico to do business in Bitcoin. This is his aim. I think now he's looking for regulatory approval, and due to the fact that he has so much influence in Mexico and due to his stature, I'm sure that he will get that authorization. And once this happens, it will be a game changer, because not only will banks, a traditional business that does mostly fiat, now this bank will be doing business in crypto, and it will open a floodgate of other banks and other financial institutions that are now willing to also do business in Bitcoin. Because if a Mexican billionaire is doing it, he must know something, he must believe in something. He bought $500 worth of Bitcoin in 2013, and he says it was his best investment ever. Anyone would say this because at the time, Bitcoin's price was about $100, so he bought about 4.5 Bitcoin for $500, and his $500 investment in 2013 now is worth about $250,000. I think that's not bad. Again, we're going to be talking about Terra Luna. Its stablecoin, UST, now has a $10 billion market cap. It is a very, very fast-growing stablecoin. It surpassed its rival DAI to become the largest decentralized stablecoin. At $10 billion, that's incredible, because just in January 2021, its market cap was under 200 million. So in less than a year, its market cap multiplied by a factor of 50. So that's 50x. And the fast growth in UST comes as the Terra blockchain has become a major player in the decentralized finance sector, where stablecoins play a critical role in staking, liquidity, management, and yield generating. So a popular trade involves users depositing UST into the Anchor protocol. The Anchor protocol is a lending protocol in the Terra network with $9 billion in total value locked. So tokens there are subsequently pooled and lent out to interest-paying borrowers. So this UST is lent out to interest-paying borrowers. The accrued interest is then distributed pro rata to all depositors based on how much they have contributed into that pool, who expect to earn an annual percentage yield or an APY of 20%. So why would you put your money in the bank where you earn 0% when you can convert it into a stablecoin, which has the same value of $1, and earn 20%? It's a no-brainer, right? Terra is now the second largest DeFi network in terms of total value locked. It surpassed Binance Smart Chain, and now it's only behind Ethereum, which is the king of all DeFi. It has 17.9 billion in total value locked, compared to 162 billion in Ethereum. UST keeps its peg to the US dollar by the burning of Luna. So the more UST that is introduced in the market, the more Luna has to be burnt. This causes the supply of Luna to decrease, right? It means that as more UST gets used, and if UST gets more popular, then the market cap will increase. And if that happens, more Luna has to be burnt. So it's a win-win situation, because when Luna supply decreases due to this burning to create more UST, to back more UST, if I may say, that means that Luna hodlers are going to benefit massively, because not only is supply decreasing, but demand is increasing, just because the network is so solid and there's so much demand for that coin. It's going to be incredible to see how Luna moves into 2022, especially since UST is gaining more popularity compared to USB or USDT. On other news, breast cancer charity platform is to accept crypto donations. Susan G. Komen, the largest breast cancer charity in the world, has said that it will be accepting donations in digital assets. The charity is partnering with The Giving Block, a crypto charity enabled to facilitate these donations. It says that the reason why it's adopting crypto as a means of donations, or an additional means of donation, is that it will give the charity more options in saving the lives of people globally. Not only are they going to accept Bitcoin and Ethereum as donations, but you can do so using Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. Shiba Inu and Dogecoin are meme coins, remember that. Now they're gaining some utility, and not just any utility, it's for charity, which is a good cause. And remember in the last video we spoke about how Dogecoin is gaining utility in other ways as well, just because Vitalik, the Ethereum co-founder, now is an advisor. Not only that, but now it's gaining another utility as a form of donations in these charities. Another advantage is that the IRS considers crypto as taxable property, thus your crypto donations earn you tax deductions based on the crypto's market value. So if you donate to charity using crypto, you can submit that to the IRS and you can get deductions on your taxes. And crypto donations are on the rise. A recent report shows that TGB, the giving block, has experienced an over 580% rise in crypto donations this year compared to 2020. And 45% of crypto holders have donated at least $1,000 to charitable causes in 2020. This figure trumps the average of 33% of investors contributing to the same overall amount. We see a trend where crypto not only is making people substantially wealthy, but crypto donations are also making people's lives better, the less fortunate, through these donations. And we can see that these crypto holders are more altruistic because on average they donate more than your average investor. So North Korea has hacked over $1.7 billion in crypto. They state that they don't want to sell it, they want to hold it for liquidation in the future. They see it as a long-term investment. I mean, even North Korea believes that crypto is only going to go up. There have been 3 notable cases of crypto exchange hacks, and they have been directly linked to North Korea. These are the hack on a Slovenian platform in 2017, a 2018 raid in Indonesia, and a 2020 New York hack. South Korean authorities blamed North Korea for a 2017 attack on Bithumb and 2 separate attacks on Ubit, which are South Korean exchanges. And on the second Ubit attack, they were forced to close just because they couldn't keep up because of the DDoS. American experts have also blamed Pyongyang for a $281 million attack on KuCoin. I mean, KuCoin is widely used, and the fact that they were hacked is quite concerning. But I think there was a report that ever since they were targeted for hacks, their cybersecurity has been upgraded. North Korea, in future, they're going to have trouble selling their crypto assets just because who's going to buy from North Korea? But as we saw from the decentralized nature of crypto, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to sell these crypto assets. Concerts in the Metaverse could lead to a new wave of adoption. High-profile concerts are coming to a Metaverse near you, enabling artists to reap the rewards of touring without leaving home. If you have an Oculus Rift, if you're in the Metaverse, soon you'll be able to watch Billie Eilish, you'll be able to watch Travis Scott, Shakira, Eminem performing from the comfort of your home. They're going to be having concerts in the Metaverse. It won't be long until they sell merchandise as NFTs. This is all going to happen. The world is changing. The world is becoming more digital. Metaverse is becoming more widely adopted. And with COVID now hitting, and the expectation of it lasting for so long will mean that there will be less physical concerts and more concerts in the Metaverse, because people still want to go to concerts. And another way to enhance this experience, or to allow people to have this experience, is to have the concerts in the Metaverse. It still allows you to experience your favorite artists perform from the comfort of their homes, from the comforts of your homes. And as I said before, I think that not only will Metaverse explode in this arena, but the NFTs are going to follow in the form of merch, in the form of autographs, and these are going to be widely traded in the global markets or in the global NFT markets. It's going to be interesting to see how this is implemented, because you can have a fantastic idea, but what matters most is how it is implemented. I just want to end off this video with something very interesting I saw today on Twitter. So Josh Lekash has tweeted that the IRS states that if you steal property, you must report its fair market value in your income in the year you steal it, unless you return it to its rightful owner in the same year. Really, IRS? I mean, I just wanted to share this with you guys and just share this sentiment of ridiculousness. If you steal something, you have to report it to the IRS. Imagine going to the IRS and saying, hey guys, I stole this TV. I'm going to report it. I'm going to pay taxes on something that I stole. I'm sure that thieves are not concerned with taxes. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Thank you. Cheers.